Paul Sentis at North Tech Stone, and today we are going to talk cutters, how to cut tile. And what I'm going to go over with today are scribe cutters, and these cutters come in different sizes and whatnot to cut different size tile. Very simple to use, and I'm going to show you the ones that we use. We have two companies of scribe cutters that we use. Both of them are Italian and both of them are very good. One is a push type variety cutter where you slide an arm forward. The other one is a pull type. They come in different sizes. As you can see, I have one over here that has just a standard old school 13 by 13 tile on it. It's a light cutter. You can carry it easily. It's used for smaller floor tile and some wall tile applications or backsplash. It also comes a little bigger. As you see there, there's a newer version. This one here is a Sigma version, which is a pull and snap cutter. And this one over here is a Montolit version, which is a push and snap cutter. Both Italian products, both excellent to use. Then we move on to some of the larger cutters. And because the tiles are getting so large, you need to be able to get tools that will cut these products. The larger tiles are very popular now. If you go to buy tile, make sure the place you're buying the tile from can maybe rent you the cutter, because some of the larger ones are very expensive. And also make sure it's a quality cutter, because you're dealing with large tiles and you don't want to bust them. You want to make sure that the cuts work, the cutter works, so that you're not wasting money. So this cutter over here is another Montolit product that we carry. It cuts up to a 48-inch long tile, which now the tiles, that's very common. You have wood plank tile, which is 48 inches long in a lot of cases. You have tile themselves, 24 by 48s, 48 inches long. So with a cutter like this, you can do length cuts, you can cut them the other direction, and it works really, really well. This is a brand new Montolit cutter. Actually, we have a contractor coming to pick it up, and it is really cool, has some new unique features on it that are really nice. You can move your table and lock it at any angle that you want very easily. The snapping ability of the tile is really good. And they keep improving on these products every year. Also, what's interesting about this new cutter is you can actually cut, there's porcelain tile out now, which is very thick. It's called too thick. And actually, I'll show it to you over here. You just follow me for a second. These tile are used a lot now for outdoor. And you see how thick they are. People will use them and thin set mortar them down on concrete slabs, or they can be used as landscaping stone, which works really, really well because the porcelain doesn't stain. You can spill things on it. You can do whatever you want. You never have to seal it. And you can actually cut that thick product with that cutter. It will snap it, which is great because it eliminates you having to use a wet saw to cut those. I mean, you still may have to cut notches and whatnot. That's fine. But for all the straight cuts, you can actually use a cutter, which speeds up the process. Now, one other thing with the scribe cutters, actually I'm going to show you another one here for a moment. This is another cutter that we have that can be used, and what it is that the rails are actually in this package here. And if you have porcelain slabs, larger thin porcelain slabs, this cutter will actually, you can mount it on a flat surface with the rail. You can lay your porcelain slab down, and it has wheels that run on the rail. And you can score. There's the wheels with the little diamond wheel is right here. And that wheel will score the slab. And then there's a press down action that it has. So you would score the slab like you would with a scribe cutter, and then you will press down on it to snap it. So it's a pretty cool item that you can use, again, eliminating some of the, making the larger cuts easy. One other thing that you might want to keep in mind is when you're using these cutters, a couple things you should check before you rent them. In a lot of cases, because they're so big, you may rent them. If you're a contractor, you may buy them because you use them a lot. But if you rent them, make sure that the little wheel on the end, it's a little carbide wheel. Make sure that the wheel spins freely, okay? Also, if you can, if the place you're renting it from can let you try or show you with a tile how it cuts, you can hear the scriber scraping the tile as it cuts, and you can try it before you use it, because a lot of times those wheels, they last a long time, but they can wear out, and you want to make sure that the wheel will cut and snap the tile without you breaking tile. And lastly, before you use it, always give that little, there's like a little wheel with the nut and the bolt. Give it a little spray to make sure, with some WD-40 lubricant, to make sure that it spins freely. You don't want it stuck in one spot, and that does happen sometimes. At the very end, when you cut your tile with the scribe cutter, what you can do is, why don't I just do a little demo here and show you. So all of these work basically the same. This is a pull one. I'm going to demonstrate a pull one here, and then I'll demonstrate a push one over here. So when you're cutting the tile, you'll go to the edge of the tile, and in this case, the pull one, you'll lift the handle up. I'll let you get that. You lift the handle up till the wheel is in contact with the tile, and you will score it. Then you will move the handle maybe an inch or so into the tile, and you give it light pressure, snap it, and there's your cut. Now, to finish your cut, because sometimes that's a pretty nice cut. It's not bad, but it's never a factory edge, okay? So what you want to do, they have a little diamond pad. This is a Montolit product again. We carry them. They last forever. You throw one of these in your tool kit and you're ready to go for whatever. You wet it with some water, and you basically, done. And what it does is it takes that sharp edge off of the tile and cleans it up a little bit so that when you install it, you have a nice pro look, nice pro job. Lastly, I wanted to show you over here, with the tiles nowadays, you're going to run into larger product. And this is a 48-inch wood plank tile. And again, most of these tiles are porcelain. So when you're using this is a push cutter, okay? This is that was Sigma, this is the Montolit product. The push cutter, basically, you'll bring the wheel, which works the same as the pull cutter. There's a little wheel at the end. Again, make sure the wheel spins freely, right? And what you'll do is you'll go to the edge, and the handle, instead of lifting up, you're actually pushing down lightly, and then push it across the tile. That's it. And then what happens is you'll lift the handle up, and you notice this little arm comes down, plastic arms, and it's ready to snap. So, look at that. Is that cool or what? Let me show you. So I snapped a 48-inch wood plank tile. Like nothing. Like butter. And again, you notice the edge is pretty smooth. But if you want, you get your nice little diamond pad. And just dress the edge a bit, and you're done. So that's what I wanted to go over briefly with you with the cutters. What you'll find nowadays, what to look for, and how to use them. And I hope this video helps. Thanks.